Hey, it's the Boss Queen here, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be the cook queen. Today I'm going to be making a no-bake peanut butter pie. So, I hope y'all enjoy and stay tuned. So it's a very simple pie. You don't have to bake it in the oven, none of that stuff. It's just like freezer and refrigerate. But before I get started, if you're new, please subscribe. And I'm going to bring my camera down to show you all the ingredients that I'm using to make this peanut butter pie. All right. So I have here an Oreo pie crust. You're going to need an Oreo pie crust. I think Pillsbury make their chocolate pie crust too. So if you get their Pillsbury chocolate pie crust, that's good. Or you can get this Oreo pie crust, even better. And then we're going to use half a cup of peanut butter, creamy peanut butter, some confectionate sugar, and I just use a little bit of vanilla flavoring. It's optional; you don't have to use it. And I use half of thing of vanilla, Philadelphia cream cheese, and you're gonna need some whipped cream. Okay, you're gonna need Cool whipped cream, whatever you want to call it. And I got some mini Reese's. I'm gonna show y'all how I do that. So you don't need all of it, but I got some peanut butter Reese's Pieces. These are the chips. I'm sorry, the peanut butter chips. And then I have the Hershey chocolate chip. It's the Hershey chocolate chips right here. So I'm gonna get started. Also, you're gonna need a mixer or blend, whatever. Yeah, a mixer and a mixing bowl. So I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing the ingredients together. So first thing I'm gonna do is when you take your cream cheese, you want to have it sitting out room temperature, so that it won't be so hard or whatever. It's not going to be hard, but it needs to be room temperature. And I already had this cut in half already, so I'm gonna just take it out of the wrap. Also, how I like to do my cream cheese. And you don't have to do this, but I think it's best because it blends better. I really would recommend it. Is cut it. Cut it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cutting board here in a minute. Okay. And you can take a butter knife. Doesn't matter. Whichever you decide. And I like to cut them in kind of like smaller pieces. Like how I'm doing. I really would recommend this because you want to when you're mixing it, you want it to get mixed and blend in very well. And I will show you why in a minute. I just learned from the first time I made one to do it like this. I like I said, I would recommend just chopping them up in little like cube pieces like how I just did. Okay, you chop them up in cube pieces, and this is a half a thing of cream cheese, and you're going to take it and put it in your mixing bowl. Okay, that in your mixing bowl, and then you're going to get the peanut butter. All right, get you some peanut butter. All right. Here's the peanut butter. I would use a half of cup of peanut butter. This is what I'm using today, is a half a cup. If you can use a whole cup of peanut butter, but if you use a whole cup of peanut butter, it's gonna make it really, really rich. So I learned my lesson. I used a half a cup, but it's up to you. If you're a peanut butter lover and you want to use a whole cup, you can go right on ahead. So really, I always measure like my peanut butter and stuff like that. So it's best for me to get a spoon. when you do this, it's best to take a spoon, get your half a cup of peanut butter, and measure it in a measuring cup. Get it really good. All right, and that's a half a cup there. So half a cup of peanut butter, and that's really, it's gonna make it. You're gonna taste the flavor because peanut butter, it has good flavor. So, like I said, if you want it very rich, then use a whole cup. But I'm using half a cup, and even with the half a cup, you can still taste a lot of the peanut butter. It really, the peanut butter is really powerful, and also the cream cheese is even powerful. That's why I only use a half a cup of even not a half a cup, but a half a block of cream cheese, because the cream cheese makes it really rich too. And like I said, I don't recommend it too rich because I wouldn't recommend it. But if you like I said, if you love peanut butter, then do that. Okay, so now we got the peanut butter and the cream cheese in here. So now next is a little bit of confectionate sugar, powdered sugar. I only use a little bit. I don't really measure the powdered sugar. I'm just I just put some in here. Just kind of eyeball it, just a little bit, not a lot, about that much. So just a little bit of powdered sugar, not too much. Okay, just to kind of give it a little sweetness. I'm gonna just add a little bit more. I kind of eyeball it. So, and then I'm going to, which is kind of optional, but I'm going to use like a splash, a little dash of vanilla flavoring. So I'm going to put a little bit of vanilla flavoring. That's it. Give it a little flavor. It's optional. You don't have to use vanilla flavoring if you don't want to. And let's see. This is a very simple, easy pie. Last but not least, I'm going to use 2 cups. Okay, 2 cups of the Cool Whip. I still have peanut butter on here, but it's all gonna get mixed in together, so it really doesn't matter. So I recommend the Cool Whip is what's gonna even the pie out. It's gonna make it real smooth and kind of creamy a little bit. But I use 2 cups. So 2 cups, that's 1 cup. Pour it in. All right. And then I have 1 more cup. 1 more cup. I said Cool Whip is going to even everything out. It's very important you use the Cool Whip. It's going to even. Yeah, so we got 2 cups of Cool Whip. And when you get ready to mix this, you want to mix it for a little minute. I say about 3 minutes at least, or longer. Because you want to mix it till it's like very, very smooth. Like really, really smooth. Okay. And that is it for the ingredients for the peanut butter pie. And now all I'm going to do is you're going to take your blender, mixer, whatever you want to call it, blender, mixer, and kind of, you can put it on the lowest setting. You can put it on 2. And do this for about, like I said, 3 minutes. I'm going to mix everything. Okay, now I'm not done, but what I'm going to do now, because there's a lot that is around the edges of the bowl, is I'm going to take my spatula and remove the stuff that's around the edges, and I'm going to bring it to the middle, like that. So all I did was took the spatula, move the mix around, bring it to the middle, because you see it's still not mixed all the way. So I'm going to finish mixing it some more. That's why I said at least take about 3 minutes to mix it. So now it's getting mixed. And it's almost complete. I'm going to get the rest of the mix around the edges just one more time. I see a little clumps in the mix. So once I mix it this one last time and get everything around the edges and back into the center, it should be the final thing. And the mix should look like this. But you want to make sure, see, I see some more whipped cream that hadn't got mixed yet. So I kind of bring it to the center, just like this. And mix it one more time. Like I said, it takes about 3 minutes. All right. So now it's complete, and it should look like this. Okay. It's real creamy now. It has like that the consistency is like a whipped creamy type texture, and that's what I'm looking for. So what I'm gonna do is just take it and just kind of stir it, just to make sure that all the whipped cream is completely stirred into it. Stir it with the spatula for the last time. And next, I'm going to take my Oreo apple pie crust, and I'm going to open it. You want to keep the plastic that comes off of it on top. Make sure you don't throw that away. And what I did before I started making this, I put it in the refrigerator before I started to make my pie, so that the pie crust can be kind of firm a little bit. And you want to keep this, and then you take this off so you can cover it once it's complete. All right. So now all I'm going to do is take the mix, and I'm going to pour it into the pie crust. Very simple. All right. Like I said, all you need is a half a thing of cream cheese. You don't want it to be too rich, I'm telling you. And 2 cups of whipped cream. You don't want to, and after this is complete, you want to sit it in the refrigerator or the freezer for a couple of hours so that it can be firm. Okay. So now we have that. And I'm just starting from the middle and just spreading it out. Okay, ooh, it smells so good. And I'm gonna make sure it's even all around. You see? Yeah, there we go. Once you even it out, it kind of evens itself out, okay? Alright, so the filling is done. You can just kind of even it out as much as possible, as much as you can. Okay, which I did. And I still got some left on here, so I'm going to use the knife and get the rest of it off. Okay. Alright. And next, we are going to, should look like this. Okay. Next, we're going to top it off with some garnish. So I'm gonna use. It doesn't matter what you use. You can. I use one Reese's Pieces. I have to unwrap it. I use one Reese's Pieces to kind of sit in the center, and then what I like to do is I'm gonna sprinkle some chips around the edges of it. I have a bowl. So what I like to do is, this is optional. You don't have to decorate it, garnish it. But if you want to, you can garnish it like this. You can garnish it whatever way you want. What I like to do, I'm going to set this aside, is I got the Hershey chocolate chips, the Hershey milk chocolate chips. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just pour about a few, I'll say about that much into a bowl. And then I'm going to pour the peanut butter chips, the Reese's peanut butter chips, into the same bowl. About the same half of chocolate, half of peanut butter. About that much. And then all I'm doing is mixing it together. Like that, so you have a mixture. Alright, and then first I'm going to open my Reese's cup. Because I'm going to garnish this and put this in the center. Like I said, this is optional. You don't have to. Or you can use the mini ones and decorate it how you want. Or use one or however many. These are good too. But I'm using the Reese's cup. Of course, you got to peel it off. And, okay. This is a very easy pie. And I'm just going to stick it right in the center. Right there. Center. I guess the center. Yeah, the center. And I'm going to take my chips. And I'm going to take my hands. And I'm just going to go around the edges of the pie. Okay. Like I said, this is optional. This is just like really it's just like a garnish. That's all it is. But make sure you do it, you know, to the edge, kind of neat. I'm going to center it here. Okay. And I'm almost done coming around the edges. It smells so good. And like I said, I'm going to put it in the freezer for a couple of hours. Refrigerator, a couple of hours. Freezer or refrigerator, doesn't really matter. But it has to be cold. Just to stay cold. And garnish it. Get perfect amount of chips. Put that there. And it is complete. Alright. And this is a homemade peanut butter pie. So, it's complete. So, all you have to do, like I said, once you're finished, is kind of immediately put it in the freezer or the refrigerator for like a couple of hours. And you'll be ready to serve. So, this is it. So, I want to thank you guys for watching my cooking segment, which is this no-bake Reese's pie. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. All right. Bye.